Really embarrassing when I go to a doctor for the first time that's not a psychiatrist because I'm on a lot of medication. And an acute 20-something-year-old nurse comes into the room and she asks me, what medications are you on? I have to say Latuda, Lamictal, Lithium, and that's just the L's. I feel like by the time I get to the R's, she swiped left on me like it's Tinder. She asks me, have you ever been hospitalized? Yes. Do you suffer from depression? Yes. And I feel like she's looking at me critically. I don't know. So my mom can't have caffeine because just a little bit of caffeine causes her heart to flutter and could literally kill her. So one time she was looking at a package of, and she's like, what? Oh no, it says OMG. OMG. Okay, that's all right. I'll just do it like this. She's like, what? Oh no, it says OMG caffeine. She thought it said, oh my god, caffeine, as in there was an enormous amount of caffeine in there. But it did not say OMG caffeine. It said 0 milligrams of caffeine. Me personally, that's what I want in my coffee. I want 0 I want oh my god caffeine in my coffee. 0 milligrams is what I don't want in my coffee, you know? Yeah. Just to clarify. So I was browsing social media. And, obviously, it advertises to you things based on what you search for. So, for example, if you search for, sweaters like this, it will advertise to you other sweaters like this on Macy's website. Well, for some reason, social media advertised to me a kitchen knife. I was wondering, why are they advertising to me a kitchen knife? Do they think I need to get more independent and cook in the kitchen? Personally, I think they should advertise to me camera equipment, little stuffed bunnies. But what's next? Are they going to start advertising to me burlap bags, gas cans, duct tape? What does the algorithm think I want? I live in Massapequa, so some people say, obviously the Long Island serial killer is from Massapequa Park. So they said, maybe it's advertising to you things based on the area you're from. But yeah, don't advertise. It seriously did advertise to me a kitchen knife for whatever reason. But yeah, don't advertise to me kitchen knives. I'm a man of peace. Mark Zuckerberg, I don't want to hurt anybody, So I was watching hockey, and I'm not just going to say it was my father, just because I don't want to throw the person who actually set it under the bus. And there was a hockey player who came on the screen, and I'm disabled, and somebody asked me, how does it feel knowing this hockey player has more money than you'll ever see in your life, a $10 million a year contract, is younger than you, so he's like in his mid-20s, and he has more money than my father will ever see in his life, I will ever see in his life. Don't you want to be him? And I'm thinking to myself, not really though, because I was watching him during the post-game interview. Yes, he has a talent, he's able to put the puck in the net really well, but he sounded like a dud. He wasn't able to express himself very well. He's like, so I put the puck in the net, and my battle level was pretty tough tonight. I'm thinking to myself, I would much rather be me than him, because at least I'm able to do comedy pretty well and that kind of thing. What are some other jokes I do? All right, so when I was younger, I used to watch professional wrestling a lot. I don't really watch it so much anymore. I know the big events coming out. I know it's like oily men in their underpants trying to make each other submit with moves like the mandible claw. So, I guess the point of the story is there was a wrestler who was a religious zealot. He did crazy things in the name of religion. So I went into a bathroom when I was in high school, and I started impersonating the wrestler in the bathroom because I thought I was alone. So I go into the bathroom and I start saying, sinners, forgive them, Father, but I will not, thinking I'm alone in the bathroom. To my surprise, some guy calls out, are you all right out there, buddy? Is everything fine? So I get out of there as quickly as possible. And he comes up to me, he's like, I was really inspired by your religious message. I would like to join your religious cult. But seriously, though, I was kind of trying to hide because I was embarrassed. I didn't expect anybody to call out from the stall. Actually, more recently, like 10, 20 years later, I was in a movie theater, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's Tourette's or OCD, but I just blurted out something like crazy in the bathroom. I started just like, I don't want to say what I blurted out because it's in So, but yeah, so basically, be sure you're alone in the bathroom before you just blurt something random out.
Tell me later what it was.
It was just I'm a slave kind of, and I don't know why I randomly blurted that out. It's just like weird Tourette's kind of nonsense. But maybe I don't have Tourette's. I don't know. What are some other jokes I do? So this one's a little inappropriate, but I'm going to go for it anyway. So, obviously, there's a mental health recovery group I go to in New York City. And my mother tries to say, because I get anxiety going into New York City by myself because of crime, so she says, go into New York City, don't be afraid. If a criminal, assaults you in New York City, just walk with the attitude, I don't care, I dare you to assault me. I realized what my mom was trying to say. She was trying to say, be courageous, don't be afraid, walk with tough and body language. She should have said, when you go into the city, you're going to find love, and you could potentially find happiness and socially engaged and that kind of thing. But what she actually said was, go into the city and dare the criminals to assault you. She was trying to say, don't be anxious, don't be afraid. But I'm like, that's not. Basically, say go into the city, try to find social relationships and love and stuff. But she said, I dare criminals to assault me. So that wasn't exactly the same thing, What are some other jokes I do? Obviously, I know a lot of people, especially people here, when you get somebody's name and you don't know their last name, like Benji, for example, you program him into your phone book, it's Benji Nami. So some guy I work with at Stop and Shop is Michael Stop and Shop. Some woman I met on Tinder is Jenny Tinder. My father has my parents are divorced. My father has my mother programmed in as Monster. My mother has my father programmed in as I don't like her. I wonder how people have me programmed in. I like to think they have me programmed in as Andrew Future Rock Star or Andrew Movie Star. When I looked at a buddy's phone, it was Crazy Andrew. I personally took that in an offensive kind of way, but somebody should say that's actually a good thing. Crazy Andrew is actually a term of endearment, so maybe that's not so bad. How much time do I have left?
As much as you, tell me when you're
2 minutes.
Two minutes? I'll go one more joke.
Okay.
So, obviously we had a neighbor, and, during a major blizzard, he snow blew our driveway for us. So, he had a family, he had young children, and so as a thank you, my stepfather bought him Munchkins, which, if you don't know what the Munchkins are, they're from Dunkin' Donuts, they're mini donuts. So they sat on the kitchen table, and he was going to bring them over for the small children. I didn't realize. So I went into the kitchen, I ate a Munchkin, and I pretty much ate half the box of Munchkins. And my stepfather was going to bring the Munchkins over, and they weren't home at the time, so they sat on the table. So I went back to the room, and little did I realize, my stepfather wound up presenting the neighbor with a half-eaten box of Munchkins. So I don't know if they thought he was poisoning the people, but no, that's not what happened. It was just a miscommunication. So during the next blizzard, he only snow blew half our driveway for us. So I guess that's good.
Didn't he bring Thin Mints?
Yeah, he